Okay, let's get into your reading, Gemini. Okay, I have manifested that this would only find you if it is meant for you. So if you found this, I'm telling you, it is meant for you. You are going to receive a miracle in 1 hour. 1 hour. This is not a joke, okay? 1 hour from when you are watching this, not from when it's posted, but when you are watching this, you are going to receive a miracle. This is going to be a sign, okay, that is going to show you that everything in your life is going to come together in 1 hour. You are going to see some kind of reference to a white feather. It's very specific, okay? It's very specific. You will either see a white feather or a white bird. You will see some kind of reference to a white bird or a white feather. Now, it could be that, if you're watching TV, you see it on there. If you open a magazine, you could see it on there. If you're on social media, you may see it on there. Or in real life, you may see a reference to a white feather or a white bird. And you know what this is doing, okay? It is literally telling you that you are going to be living the most miraculous life, that the hard part has been done. Everything that you have done is working out in your favor. There is so much success. There is so much wealth. There is so much abundance. And you are on that trajectory towards having everything that you have ever wanted. You are literally on a trajectory towards having everything that you have ever wanted. And I want to name what trajectory actually means here, okay? It's not a single lucky event happening once and then fading. It's a direction, a consistent line pointing forward. One good thing setting up the next, and the next after that. Think of dominoes, okay? Once the first one actually falls, the rest follow almost automatically. This hour is that first domino, and I want you to claim this. Comment down below the current date and time, okay? Save this reading and come back in 1 hour and comment down below, because you will see this sign, and this sign is showing you that you are going to be so abundant. And the miracle is that you will literally see the white feather or the white bird in some way, shape, or form. And I want to say something about why this particular sign, okay, feathers and white birds have carried this meaning across so many cultures for so long. Messengers, spirit made visible for just a moment. A small piece of the unseen finally showing up somewhere you can actually notice it. And I want to note, okay, birds are one of the only creatures that move fluidly between earth and sky, between the ground we walk on and the space above it. That's exactly why they've carried this symbolism for so long, a living bridge between what's visible and what isn't. And when you do, it is a serious miracle. You are going to be living such a lavish life in the future. And I want to actually paint that lavish life a little more specifically, okay? Not just as an abstract idea. Mornings where money isn't the first anxious thought you wake up with. A partner who makes ordinary Tuesdays feel worth looking forward to. Work that actually feels aligned instead of draining. That's the texture of what's actually being described here. And I want you to hold on to that specific picture, okay? Because it's easy for a reading about miracles to feel abstract. This one isn't. It's describing real, ordinary mornings, finally feeling easy instead of heavy. And that's honestly the real miracle, okay? Not fireworks or dramatic overnight transformation, but ordinary life quietly starting to feel good again. And I think that's actually more powerful, okay, than any single dramatic event could ever be. Dramatic moments fade. A genuinely good, sustainable life just keeps going. And I want to actually sit with the word miracle for a moment, okay? Because it's easy to hear that word so often it stops meaning anything. But a real miracle is simply the moment ordinary timing stops feeling ordinary. The moment something arrives so precisely, so specifically, that coincidence stops being a satisfying enough explanation. And I want to be specific about why an hour, okay, rather than a day or a week. A shorter window forces something interesting. It makes you actually pay attention. Rather than letting the whole idea fade into the background the way a vague someday so easily does, you are going to have so much love. You are going to be in a beautiful, committed relationship. You're going to have the dream relationship you have ever wanted, because you will feel loved, respected, and taken care of. But you are going to be rolling around in so much wealth and so much money that you can do whatever it is that you want, whenever, however, in whatever way. You are going to have so much money, so much success, and so much abundance. You will not suffer. You will not struggle. You will have everything you have ever wanted and more. You are going to feel the best you have ever felt. And I want you to actually picture that feeling for a moment, okay? Not vague happiness, but the specific relief of finally exhaling. The tension you've been quietly carrying in your shoulders, your jaw, your whole body. Actually releasing. Some people describe it as feeling lighter, okay? Almost like setting down something heavy they'd carried for so long, they'd stopped noticing the weight of it entirely. The Six of Cups. You are going to have so much success, especially with the Six of Cups. You are going to have people bowing down to you, giving you opportunities, being there by your side. And I want to sit with this card a moment, okay? Because it always shows children in a familiar garden exchanging flowers surrounded by a home they've clearly grown up in. This success isn't coming from nowhere. It's rooted in something you've already built. Years of groundwork most people never see, finally paying off. This card is ruled by Taurus, okay, the sign of steady earned comfort. Whatever success arrives here, it isn't fleeting or temporary. It's the kind that actually settles in and stays. I want you to claim this, okay? Like this reading. Comment down below the current date and time. Make sure you are subscribed to really seal and lock this in for you, okay? Lock it in for yourself. And I am telling you that in 1 hour, you're going to see the sign that I mentioned. And on top of that, make sure you save this reading so that when you come back in 1 hour, you can comment and you can mention what has happened. Comment under your original comment if you want to, but I'm telling you, this is powerful. And also share this with someone else. Why? Because when you share energies, you get tenfold return in abundance, okay? I'm not even joking. When you share, you get tenfold. So copy and paste this link, send it to someone. I'm telling you, not only will they start to have a really abundant life and things will come together for them, but you will get tenfold in return. And also, when you share such good energy, you are allowing this to happen, not only for another person, but you're going to get tenfold in return. I'm telling you, like you will see it when it happens. The Hermit. So we have here the Hermit. Now the Hermit is very powerful because it shows here that the stars are literally aligning for you. The stars are aligning. Things are coming together for you, okay? Everything is coming together for you in the way that you deserve and you want. Whenever it is nighttime, you will see some kind of reference to stars as well, okay? You might see an alignment of stars. You may also kind of go online and see some stars, or there's some kind of reference to stars. There will be some reference also to stars here as well in more of the nighttime from what I'm seeing. So the next nighttime, whenever you go to sleep, whenever it's nighttime next for you, that is when you will see reference to stars. And we've also got stars here as well, okay? And I want to actually describe this card properly, okay? Because the Hermit is always shown standing completely alone on a mountain peak, holding a single lantern up into the dark. And that lantern, okay, often contains a small 6-pointed star inside it, the Seal of Solomon, representing wisdom found through quiet reflection rather than chasing external noise. This card is ruled by Virgo, okay? the sign most connected to careful, patient refinement. Whatever's been quietly building in your life, step by step, it's finally reaching the point of actually showing itself. Think about how many nights you've spent quietly working towards something, okay? With no applause, no recognition, just steady, private effort. The Hermit is confirming that all of that effort was seen, even when it felt like no one was watching. The Three of Wands. Three of Wands here shows it's a matter of time before everything kicks into gear and starts happening for you. Do not worry. Do not panic. Do not stress. Everything is going to happen for you in the way that it is meant to happen. Do not panic. Do not stress. Do not overconsume yourself and think that nothing is ever going to happen, because trust me, things will happen. And this card always shows a figure standing on a cliff's edge, okay, looking out over the water, watching ships that are already on their way back. The waiting isn't passive here. It's the specific waiting of someone who already knows the outcome is coming, just not the exact moment it arrives. This card is ruled by Mars in Sagittarius, okay? Fire meeting expansive, forward-looking optimism. Whatever's arriving, it's not going to sneak in quietly. It's going to move with real, unmistakable energy behind it. The Four of Pentacles, and also we've got here the Four of Pentacles, okay? There is so much wealth and so much money and so much success that is going to come into your life that you cannot even understand it right now. And I want to describe this card, okay? A figure clutches 4 coins tightly against their body, one balanced on the head, one hugged to the chest, 2 pinned beneath the feet. Usually this card warns of holding on too tight out of fear. But here, alongside everything else in this spread, it simply means the wealth is secure, fully yours. Nothing slipping away. You are going to have so much money that you will be able to do whatever it is that you want. You will be able to invest, spend. You'll be able to give it away. You can save it, and you will still have so much money growing and growing and growing. You'll be able to see the entire world and be able to travel. You'll be able to have love. You know, I see you traveling with the love of your life and feeling so happy and so content. There is stability. There is security. There is fulfillment. You will be able to have your dream home with your dream partner. You will feel so loved, so respected. There's a real sense here of routine and fulfillment and joy and just excitement and peace and fulfillment and, you know, feeling so much love and excitement and feeling the best version of yourself and feeling so excited and so motivated. And I want to note, okay, the Four of Pentacles and Empress sitting side by side in this spread. One shows the money itself. The other shows what the money is actually for. Real joy, real connection, not just a number sitting untouched in an account. The Empress, because the Empress here is fulfillment. It is joy. It is excitement. It is progress. It is movement. The Empress here also really represents Venus energy. It represents here family. You know, if you want family, it is here. It's just being so loved and not having your wings cut off. This person here that I'm seeing that you will be with, or if you are already with your person, this person will not cut your wings off. They will allow everything around you to flourish. They will really allow growth to happen. This card is ruled by Venus, okay? And shown pregnant, seated on a cushioned throne surrounded by a lush wheat field. Fertility here doesn't just mean children, though it can mean that too. It means anything you've been quietly nurturing is finally ready to bear fruit. The energy here is about progress. It is about peace. It is about excitement. It is about movement. It is about fulfillment. It is about joy. It is really about everything kicking into gear and just feeling so loved and so respected that everything around you just grows. Rabbits, and the energy of growth here is also represented by these rabbits, okay? You will also see maybe at some point rabbits, a lot of rabbits, and this represents here fertility, growth, progress, movement. It's just constant, growth of ideas, the birth of ideas, creativity, excitement, joy. And rabbits in almost every culture, okay, represent a very specific kind of luck, the fast multiplying kind, where one small good thing quickly becomes several, whatever opportunity shows up first. Don't be surprised if more follow close behind it. So much more coming together for you in a way that gives you confidence and excitement. This animal is ruled by the moon, okay? Governing cycles, fertility, and the quiet, steady rhythm of things growing before they're visible. Whatever's multiplying in your life right now, it's happening quietly beneath the surface. Before it finally becomes obvious, the Page of Wands. And also with the Page of Wands here, we see here fire, chemistry, creativity, excitement. Like you will feel so energized. If you're feeling tired right now, it's a phase, okay? It is a phase. And I want to validate that exhaustion for a second, okay? Because waiting for something to finally shift is genuinely draining. It takes real energy to keep hoping through a long stretch of nothing visibly changing. That energy is about to be rewarded. You're going to feel so uplifted and so rejuvenated, where everything is just coming together for you and you're just not worried and you're just not panicking and you're just not stressed, because everything will come together for you and you will feel your best and happiest and strongest and most uplifted. And you will just not worry. Like you will literally not be worrying. You will not be stressing. You will not be panicking. You will not be unfulfilled. You will just feel your best and your happiest and your strongest. And I want to name what's actually driving that shift, okay? Because feeling your strongest isn't just a mood. It's what naturally happens once uncertainty stops eating up so much of your daily energy. You'll simply have more of yourself left over for the things that actually matter. Friendships you've maybe let go quiet, okay? Hobbies you set down without realizing it. The parts of yourself that got a little smaller while you were focused on just getting through. And I want to describe this page a little more, okay? Because he's always shown holding his wand out in front of him, examining it, almost surprised by his own potential, standing in a hot, dry desert landscape with small pyramids in the distance, representing the ancient, deep-rooted nature of the inspiration this card carries. Whatever spark you feel returning, it isn't shallow or fleeting. This page is ruled by earth signs specifically, okay? Which is interesting because fire and earth don't usually pair naturally, but that combination here means the inspiration returning to you comes with real staying power, not just a passing burst of energy. I am telling you, this miracle of you seeing a white feather or a white bird in 1 hour is showing you that the life you are going to be living is one that so many want to live, but you are the chosen one, and you will be living that life. And I want you to actually sit with that phrase, okay? Chosen one. Not as flattery, but as an accurate description of how specifically this reading is landing on you right now. Because, there are 8 billion people on this planet, and they are not all going to see this reading, but you did, and you will, and you have. Because if you've got this far here, can't sing, cannot sing, will not sing anymore. Don't worry, okay? Don't worry. So, because I know you're probably thinking, please do me a favor and please do not sing. And I'll be like, yep, no problem. Temperance. So the temperance energy here is about peace, right? It's about peace. It's about progress. It's about movement. It's about your angels, your ancestors, your guides, like really showing you that everything's going to come together. Do not worry. And I want to actually address that phrase, do not worry, okay? Because it's easy to hear as a dismissal of real anxiety. It isn't meant that way here. It's more like being told the outcome of a test you've already finished before the results officially come back. You don't have to sit there anxiously wondering if you passed okay. You already know. You're just waiting for the paperwork to catch up. And I want to sit with this card a little longer, okay? Because it always shows an angel with 1 foot in the water and 1 foot on land, pouring liquid between 2 cups, blending them seamlessly, never spilling a drop. Whatever felt separate in your life before, finances and love, work and rest, this card is showing all of it starting to blend into a single sustainable flow. This card is ruled by Sagittarius, okay? The sign of higher wisdom and long, patient journeys. Whatever peace you're stepping into, it isn't a temporary calm before more chaos. It's the beginning of a genuinely different rhythm. Ace of Cups. And I want to bring one more card in here, okay? The Ace of Cups. A single hand emerges from a cloud, holding a cup that overflows with 5 streams, doves circling peacefully above it. This is a brand new emotional beginning, not a repeat of something old. Whatever this miracle actually turns out to be, okay, it's going to bring with it a genuine freshness, the kind of feeling you get when something good happens that you didn't have to force or manufacture yourself. This card is ruled by Cancer, okay, the sign of emotional depth and home. Whatever this becomes, it isn't going to feel shallow or temporary. It's going to feel like something that actually belongs. Wheel of Fortune, and this card, okay, confirms the timing piece exactly. This card never asks permission before it turns. It simply turns. Whatever felt stuck about your life before, that stuck feeling is already shifting right now, in this exact hour. This card is ruled by Jupiter, okay? The planet of expansion and luck. Whatever's arriving in the next 60 minutes, it isn't going to be small. Think about the difference between a small adjustment and an actual turning point, okay? This reading is describing the second one. A shift big enough that you'll be able to look back on this exact hour as the moment things genuinely changed. The Sun. And I want to bring this card in to close this section out, okay? The Sun, a child rides bareback on a white horse, arms wide open, beneath a sun with a face, rays pouring outward in every direction. This card never hedges. It confirms plainly. Joy, clarity, a genuinely good outcome. This card is ruled by the sun itself, okay? Which means there's no hidden agenda tucked underneath it, no shadow side at all. What you see is genuinely what you get, pure and simple. Watch closely, it's already begun. And this message card, okay, this is coming straight from your guides. Watch closely, it's already begun. That's the message, okay, plainly. Whatever anxious countdown your mind wants to run, the actual clock that matters has already started ticking. And I want you to sit with that for a second, okay? Because it means you're not waiting for something to begin. You're simply waiting to notice something that's genuinely already in progress. You'll know it when you see it. And this last one, okay, you'll know it when you see it. There won't be any confusion in this next hour, okay? No wondering whether what you saw counts. You'll simply know the moment it happens, it's already yours, okay? Tomorrow, or actually in 1 hour. I'll be thinking of you, okay? Whether you know it or not. And I mean that genuinely, okay? Not just as a nice way to close things out. Every single reading I build, okay, I sit with for a while before I ever share it. This one, it stayed with me longer than most. There was something about pulling that specific hour, okay, that felt different from the usual vague time frames I sometimes see. It felt urgent in a good way, like the cards themselves were insisting on it. And I trust that instinct, okay? Which is exactly why I'm sharing this with this much confidence tonight, okay? That's genuinely everything now. See you in 1 hour, loves. I mean that genuinely. Okay, bye for now. And I'll be watching for your comment. 1 hour, loves. Mark your clock. And if you're the kind of person who tends to overthink signs, okay, wondering if a random bird counts or if it needs to be exactly white and exactly a feather, let this reading actually simplify that for you. You'll know. There won't be room for doubt in that specific moment. And before the final message, I want to leave a few things to actually hold on to, okay? The first, keep your eyes gently open over this next hour, loves. Not anxiously scanning everything, just naturally aware. A white feather, a white bird on a screen, in a photo, or right in front of you. And don't worry if you're currently somewhere with genuinely no birds or feathers in sight, okay? A landlocked office, a windowless room. This sign has a way of finding people wherever they actually are. A photo on a wall, a logo, a passing mention in conversation. The second, tonight, when it's actually dark, look up. The stars piece of this reading is specific. And it's asking you to actually notice them, not just walk past. And if it's cloudy tonight, okay, don't worry about that either. The reference to stars can show up plenty of other ways. A star on a piece of clothing someone's wearing, a star-shaped decoration, the word itself appearing somewhere unexpected, a 5-minute walk outside, okay, a moment on a balcony, even glancing out a window before bed. Give this sign a real chance to actually reach you. You don't need to make it happen, okay? You just need to actually be present enough to catch it when it does. The third, don't spend this hour anxiously refreshing anything. The Page of Wands and Wheel of Fortune both confirmed real momentum already in motion. You don't have to force it along. Just let it come, okay? The way it's meant to. And thank you for actually staying until the end of this one, okay? I know I asked you to earlier and you did. That patience, okay? That willingness to actually sit through all of this. It says something real about you. The same quality that's about to be rewarded so specifically. Okay, loves, set your timer if you want to, or just keep living your evening. Either way, in 1 hour, watch and know, okay, that whatever you see, however small it might feel in the moment, it means exactly what this reading says it means. No second guessing required, okay? No need to convince yourself twice. It just is, okay, plainly, the way real signs always are. All right, loves. I've said everything I came here to say tonight. The rest, okay, is simply up to that clock. And to you, good luck, okay? Though honestly, I don't think you're going to need it. And honestly, okay, trying to force it would only work against the very energy this reading is describing. This arrives easily, or it doesn't arrive the way it's meant to at all. And I want to answer one more thing, okay, why this reached you with this much specific timing. You needed an actual hour to hold on to, not a vague someday, so that when the sign shows up, you actually recognize it instead of letting it slip past. I know an hour can feel like a long time to sit with anticipation, okay? Or it can feel like nothing at all, depending on how you're wired. Either way, use it well, make a cup of tea, okay? Step outside for a few minutes or just sit quietly with your own thoughts. Whatever helps you feel present rather than anxious. The point is simply staying open, okay? Rather than clenched around this 1 hour like it's the only chance you'll get. It isn't. But this is the one this reading is asking you to actually watch for. And I want to acknowledge, okay, specific timing like this is a bold thing for a reading to claim. But I'd rather give you something concrete to actually watch for than a vague feeling you could interpret 100 different ways. A specific claim like this can actually be wrong, okay? And I'm okay with that risk. A reading that only ever says maybe, someday, possibly, never really commits to anything and never really helps you recognize when it's actually come true. And I want to speak to the small doubting part of you for a second. Okay, the one quietly thinking, but what if nothing happens in an hour? That voice isn't wisdom, loves. It's a pattern built from being let down before, trying to protect you from hoping too much. Just for tonight, set that voice down completely. I don't build a reading with this much specific detail, okay? A full hour, a precise sign, unless the energy behind it was genuinely strong. 11 cards pulled in this spread, every single one agreeing. The Hermit, the Three of Wands, the Four of Pentacles, the Empress, all pointing in the exact same direction. No confusion, no contradiction, just one clear, steady story. And that consistency is genuinely what makes me confident enough to give you an exact hour, okay? Rather than a vague, soft maybe. This reading isn't hedging, and I don't want you hedging on it either. This is already in motion, okay? The Hermit showed the stars already aligning. The Three of Wands confirmed the timing, already moving. The Four of Pentacles and Empress confirmed real generational wealth and joy already forming. The Rabbits and Page of Wands confirmed real creative momentum. Temperance confirmed real peace, your angels and guides actively working. And the Ace of Cups, Wheel of Fortune, and Sun confirmed a fresh, clear, genuinely good outcome, already turning your way. So let's bring this all together one final time, okay? Slowly, so it actually settles in 1 hour, okay? You are going to see a white feather or a white bird. The Hermit confirmed the stars are already aligning. The Three of Wands confirmed real timing, already moving. The Four of Pentacles and Empress confirmed real generational wealth and deep lasting joy. The Rabbits and Page of Wands confirmed creative momentum and real returning energy. Temperance confirmed real peace. Your angels and guides actively working on your behalf. And the Ace of Cups, Wheel of Fortune, and Sun confirmed a fresh, clear, genuinely good outcome. Already turning your way, one message in 1 hour. Watch for the sign. And after it happens, okay, don't just quietly note it and move on. Actually pause with it for a second. Let yourself feel however it makes you feel, whether that's chills, tears, disbelief, or simply a small, quiet smile. All of those reactions are valid, okay? There's no wrong way to receive something like this. And if you cry, okay, let yourself cry. Sometimes relief looks exactly like that. Tears that have been held back for far longer than you realized. Okay, that's the reading. I really hope this helps. Wherever you're watching this from, okay, whatever time zone, whatever hour of your own day this is, I want you to actually feel this settle in before you go. Not just read past it. Claim this, loves. Drop a comment with the current date and time and say, I accept. Save this. Come back in 1 hour and tell me what you saw. I genuinely mean that, okay? Not as a formality to close out a reading. Readings like this one only feel complete to me once I hear how they actually landed in someone's real life. So tell me, okay, where you were, what you were doing, and exactly what you saw. Whether it was subtle or completely undeniable, I want to know all of it, okay? The small details, the exact moment, how it actually felt when you realized what you were looking at. If this resonated, please give this video a thumbs up, drop a comment and tell me what hit hardest. And if you're not subscribed yet, please subscribe and turn on that notification bell. I read every single comment, okay? Even the ones I can't always reply to individually. Your story becomes part of the reason this reading keeps finding the next person who needs it too. Okay, loves? I think that's everything I have for you right now. Mark my words, okay? 1 hour from now, your life starts looking different. Not because anything magic happens overnight, okay? But because you'll finally have the proof you've been waiting for. You've spent a long time waiting for something to finally click into place, okay? This reading is telling you plainly, the waiting is over, starting this exact hour. And I want to leave you with one final thought, okay? Before we close completely, a year from now, maybe far sooner than that, you're going to look back on this exact reading, the one where you sat here wondering if any of this was real, and you're going to smile at how much you worried. The way we always smile at old fears once life has finally plainly answered them. I want to be there for that moment too, okay? Even from a distance, even just through a comment section. I really believe that, okay, I wouldn't build a reading with this much specificity if I didn't take care of yourself. Bye, loves.